There's a new body cam that just dropped today that's got a lot of people talking because it features an extremely big Minecraft YouTuber named Popular MMOs.
Hey, wake up, man. I don't got all day for you. Wake up. Wake your ass up.
Weed and a ton of fireball. Homie is messed up.
Just put your arms like you're praying.
Look at what?
Like you're praying.
Yeah, this man like palm stuff.
No, I'm about to get chased!
You won't believe who it is, Sarge. Who is it? It's YouTube boy.
It's really sad to see someone spiral like this. Yeah, it was a really bad call to try and run away from the cops, especially in the condition he was in. He was way too fucking hammered. He was in a different dimension. He had left the corporeal realm. So when he tried to run away, it was in slow motion. He was looking like a claymation out there at 5 frames per second. So not the best call there for sure. One thing I found really weird about this, and you see it a bit at the end of the Sizzler reel where the officer goes, "It's YouTube boy," sounding like the owl from the How Many Licks Does It Take to Get to the Center of a Tootsie Pop commercial, is that these officers seem to fucking hate the idea of YouTube as a career. Like, it's not something Popular MMOs himself brought up where he was like, dusting his shoulder off. "Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. You can let me go now. Yeah, I'm a big deal," squeezing on his own nipples or anything. He didn't bring it up. They found out, and then they start making fun of him for it and just kind of insulting it. They were just bullying him for YouTubing, like being a YouTuber. I half expected them to take him to a toilet and give him a swirly, or like an atomic wedgie while calling him a dork.
On March 20th, 2024, officers in Jacksonville, Florida receive reports of a man sleeping on a residential street. What they don't expect is to find one of YouTube's most popular former stars, who turns a simple wellness check into a chaotic encounter, leaving another mark on an already unraveling legacy.
You going to jail?
Again.
You can Minecraft that.
What? That doesn't even make sense. He can Minecraft that. What in tarnation kind of hogwash? If you're gonna try and come in here with your, huge quip at the end, at least have it be something sensible. "We're Ender dragging his ass to the slammer," or something like that. Better than this garbage, because this was nothing. This was literally...
Hi there. I just came home from picking my sister up at the airport, and there's a man kind of laying in the road.
Any drink and drugs, weapons involved that you know of?
I do not know.
Do you think he's trying to harm himself?
I think he might be dead, or I don't know.
An officer arrives to find a man lying on the pavement beneath a streetlight, dressed only in shorts and a t-shirt despite the chilly 45-degree weather.
So 911 received this call from a concerned citizen expressing that they thought this person might be dead. I half expected them to roll up and encounter a Peter Griffin death pose, but that was not the case. He looks like he was sleeping peaceful as fuck. He is sleeping like an angel right now. He looks comfortable. I am actually jealous of how soundly this man is sleeping on the concrete.
Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey, sheriff's office. Do you live here? Huh? Hey, wake up, man. I don't got all day for you. Wake up. Wake your ass up.
You had a bit too much drink tonight, man? You're good?
You live here?
Where do you live?
Let's see what some of these.
I can't hear you, man.
I had a lot of seals over there. Sorry.
You had a lot of what?
See some girls.
He is really hammered, obviously. And his voice is really deep and really gravelly right now, so he almost sounds like Jigsaw. If Jigsaw was sculling Fireball. Almost sounds like he's casting some kind of spell sometimes.
All right, well, hurry up, bro, because you're about to be going to jail.
I'm going to jail?
Yeah, you're sleeping on the ground.
Probably at least 20 minutes out.
I was drinking. Friends wanted to come over to make sure I was good, that's all.
So how'd you get over here?
Just drove. That's all they did.
Somebody dropped you off here?
Yeah, they dropped me off here, yeah.
You need rescue to come check you out?
No, I'm actually fine. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, can you call Uber or somebody to come get you? Because you're in this condition, you're not even safe to walk.
So they were talking to him for 45 seconds while he was trying to recombobulate himself back to reality and, get the sleepies out of his eyes and snap back to it. One of the officers kind of threatens that he's going to go to jail if he doesn't hurry up. So then he stands up, he explains that he was there drinking with friends. And now the officers are saying, just get an Uber or get a friend to come over and take you home because you're in no shape to walk. Also, you're nowhere near home. It's not even walking distance, even if you're the fastest fucking power walker in the world.
Pat? What's your last name, Mr. Pat?
Julian L.
Can you spell that for me?
Better known as Pat, 35-year-old Patrick Thomas Julianelle is the creator behind the massively successful YouTube channel, Popular MMOs.
Oh no, it's dead.
Dead?
Yeah, that's what it's saying is like that little battery alert you're getting. That means it's dead and you need to charge it.
Now, one of the officers must have recognized that at the time because then it gets brought up about him being a YouTube star a lot. So the problem is his phone's dead, which is why he doesn't have an Uber or a friend to call. Would also explain why he's walking home and then eventually, passed out on the sidewalk. So what the officers say is that they can charge his phone and he can wait in the car while he, warms up because it's cold out. Like, he's dressed like it's spring break, but it's actually pretty cold. 45 degrees in Florida, that might as well be -5 everywhere else in the world. It's tough down here when it gets below 60. So, like, he's not in proper attire for that. 45-degree weather here, you're layered up in 5 different wool coats, you know what I mean? So the officer offers the car for it, and then that's where things go tits up.
Don't really feel like getting arrested.
Yeah, you're sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, no.
Multiple people are calling it in. Their person might be dead. You want to sit inside the car. It's nice and warm.
I just don't want to go to jail again.
Pat is no stranger to the justice system. On May 16, 2021, he was arrested on charges of domestic battery causing bodily harm, but the case was later dropped. According to multiple news reports at the time, Julianelle posted a statement on Twitter shortly after the incident that has since been deleted, claiming the accusations were false.
I vaguely remember bits and pieces of that story. I only recall little tiddlywinks of the details there, but it's brought up here because Pat made a mention about not wanting to go to jail again, so I guess EW followed up with what the previous time was, so they mention it here.
Place your bag on top of my hood. I just got to pat you down before you go inside my car. Place your phone right there. Okay. Just real quick, just put your hands out. You don't have no weapons, anything. You don't have anything on your bag that should be worried of. Any drugs or anything? Huh?
No, it's just called.
Do you mind if I search your bag real quick?
Officers allow Pat to warm up in the back of the cruiser while his phone charges in the front seat.
The officer gives him some pats for Patrick and then invites him into the back of the vehicle to warm up, but not before asking if he can search his bag, which Pat gives them consent to do. Big blunder here. He got put in the scholar's mate because they find marijuana and alcohol in his bag. The alcohol's not a problem, but the marijuana was. I'm guessing he forgot it was there, or he was just so intoxicated he didn't really know what he was agreeing to, but that's about to change everything.
Weed and a ton of Fireball. Homie is messed up. That's why I asked. I knew. knew. He spelled his own last name wrong.
What's his name?
Yeah, so they checked his inventory here. They found substances they weren't super happy to find, or maybe they were happy to find. He seems to be like celebrating it. And then one of the officers mentions he spelled his own last name wrong, which he's extremely fucked up. It's not super surprising. It's just really sad. This is a guy who has a history of struggling with substance abuse, as I understand it. I'm not super familiar with popular MMOs. As most of you know, I'm not the biggest Minecraft enthusiast. Like, I understand why it's like the most popular game ever. I just never got into it to that level. But from what I understand, he does have a history of struggling with this addiction. And now that the officers have found the marijuana on his person, they are going to be taking him into custody. But not before one of the officers wants to make sure that this is the YouTuber he thinks it is.
The other confirms his suspicions that Pat is indeed the well-known YouTube star.
Hey, quick question for you. You used to play Xbox or anything like that?
Not Xbox. I never played Xbox.
You didn't have like a YouTube channel?
YouTube, yeah, but not Xbox.
What was the YouTube channel about?
Video games.
What type of video games?
Minecraft.
Minecraft? Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
Minecraft YouTubing. Yep, that's an additional charge, buddy. It was just going to be drugs, but now we got to charge you with cringe as well. Now that the cat's out of the bag, they start calling him YouTube Boy quite a few times. It's also really weird listening to them talk about YouTubing as a career and how, like, they don't really seem to get it, which is surprising because they're not old. Like, they have to know that there's careers on the internet. It's not like this mystical, mythological beast anymore, this World Wide Web thing.
That's YouTube boy off Commissioner Drive.
Just checked out the bag there.
There's nothing to that.
So,
Alright, turn around real quick.
yep.
Just put your arms like you're praying.
Look on what?
Like you're praying.
Yeah, just like palms touching. We're not doing this.
Kill 261 fighting one. Kill 261 fighting one. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Already.
So they decide to arrest him for the possession of marijuana, and as they're going to put him in cuffs, he tries to break away. It doesn't go very far, but you can hear him say something that's just extremely sad, where he says he's tired of it all, before they bring him to the ground. They also said that he was resisting with violence, claiming that he kicked them. I didn't really see that in the body cam because it looks like they kind of potato sacked him immediately. It's not like he got very far and he was already really unsteady on his feet, but that is part of this. I can't confirm or deny if there were any kicks being thrown. All I know is that the trying to run away was a terrible idea. Like, even if he was in, prime shape right now, not super fucked up, even if he had all the makings of a varsity athlete, he was still not going to get far there. They had already had his arms behind his back. Unless he had like an Enderpearl to throw to get out of there, I think his goose was cooked on that plan.
He's big on, used to be big on YouTube.
Playing Minecraft. And my audio blew up. But he made a lot of money. Really? What is he doing here?
Say a friend dropped him off.
He
But it doesn't make
likes to party
sense.
with strippers. So he's like currently big in Minecraft now?
No, he died off about a year and a half ago.
He made
Millions. I looked him up on YouTube before. You won't believe who it is, Sarge. Who is it? It's YouTube boy.
I just find that so strange because it's not like this is some kind of like oddball career. It's like the number one thing kids want to be these days is like a YouTuber and shit. Like, there's no way they could be that in the dark on it, where they're acting like it's such a foreign concept of making money online, playing video games. Now they're calling him YouTube boy, like some kind of wacky, zany alien creature. I don't know, it's just very surprising to me, because this is just like, it's Florida. They're not in like podunk middle of nowhere where they don't have internet access or something. I don't know, I just found that behavior very surprising, I suppose.
He's the one who ran through the gate again.
Yeah.
The Jaguar game.
The Jag game.
In 2022, Pat and two others were arrested after one of them ran onto the field during a Jacksonville Jaguars football game. He received a withhold of adjudication and a sentence of 2 days in jail with 2 days credit for time served.
That I never heard of. That is an interesting plan. I have to imagine alcohol was involved with that decision making as well. Yikes.
You gotta resist me.
Yeah.
You're going to jail.
Again.
You can Minecraft that.
35-year-old Pat Thomas Julianell was formally charged with resisting an officer with violence, as well as possession of marijuana under 20 grams. In 2024, he was declared indigent, meaning a determination was made that he couldn't afford a private attorney, and he was appointed a public defender.
This part actually shocked me. Like a child watching the Pokemon movie for the first time when Ash gets turned to stone, I had my jaw on the floor here. That he would be declared indigent and unable to afford a private attorney. He did undoubtedly make millions of dollars from his career on YouTube. That is a fact. Making Minecraft content being the size he was, he definitely did make millions. To have no money left to afford an attorney is mind-boggling. That's just tragic. And I know that happens a lot, where a superstar pisses away all their money in a very short amount of time, but that is an unbelievable amount of money to somehow not have access to at all anymore. It's just all gone. All just dried up. Holy shit.
He initially entered a plea of not guilty, but later accepted a plea deal on November 20th, 2024, to the Police Memorial Fund, and write an apology to the officer he assaulted. However, on January 8th, 2025, He was found to have violated his probation due to substance-related issues after failing a drug test on December 20th, 2024. Pat claimed he was given a pill at a party several days earlier and didn't realize what was in it.
After the plea deal, he had some of the charges dropped and had some stipulations and probation, which he did subsequently violate after he claims he got served a pill at a party and didn't know what was in it. So it's not like things have been looking up for him. It's not like he's, getting the help he needs. He's still very much struggling with it. And even to this day, it seems, is still having problems with the law and having problems with drugs and alcohol.
This violation led to a warrant for his arrest issued on January 10, 2025. On February 2, 2025, police responded to Pat's home address in reference to a mentally ill person, where he then was arrested for the active warrant. His probation was subsequently modified to include GPS monitoring and completion of an inpatient treatment program. On May 12, 2025, a warrant was issued for his arrest due to a second violation of probation, when he submitted a urine sample which tested positive for marijuana and alcohol.
Yeah, so it is still an ongoing issue, a huge battle he's still engaged in here. It needs professional help for sure, because it's ruining his life. His life has been circling the drain, it seems, and it's fucking rough to see. But anyway, I saw this body cam today and just wanted to talk about it a bit. That's really it. See ya.